Alright everyone, welcome to another video of the IELTS Writing by Go Into Academy. In this video, we will look at another IELTS Writing Task 1 essay, which is the comparative essay. So in this type of essay, you normally see a chart that compares different categories across two or more groups. And in today's task, we're looking at how men and women rated different movies genres in 2015. And we're going to write this essay by making clear comparisons and grouping information in a smart way. So let's begin by writing the introduction. So just like we did before, we're going to paraphrase the prompt in our own word. And the prompt says, the graph shows different types of movie genres that are preferred by men and women. So we're going to paraphrase this by writing, the chart illustrates movie genres preferences among male and female viewers in 2015. So we swap out shows for illustrates and included who and what they are being compared. Now let's zoom out and look at the overall patterns before we dig into the details. So we're going to approach on how to write this paragraph by answering questions like, what's the most liked genres between men and women? And what's the least liked? Do men and women agree? Or there are big difference in their movie preferences? So we're going to look at the charts and we're going to write a summary like this. Overall, comedy was the most popular genre for both genders, while horror ranked the lowest. Female viewers tended to prefer genres like drama, crime, and animated films, whereas men showed stronger preferences for sci-fi and horror. So this overview paragraph showed all the key points between shared preferences between men and women, which is comedy, and the contrast of the preferences between men and women, which were sci-fi and drama, and the genre that both of them liked the least, which was horror. Now we're going to go to the detailed paragraph, and we're going to write the first paragraph by focusing on the genre that scored the highest. We want to compare the two groups and include some figures to support our points. Now let's write the first one. Comedy received the highest ratings from both men and women, with both groups reaching around 90%. Drama also performed well, with slightly more women selecting it, though male preferences were close behind at just under 90%. Similarly, crime films were favored more by female, with approximately 85% choosing them compared to just over 75% of males. So as you can see in the chart, it's very hard to determine the exact figures of each category. So that's why we're using words such as just under or just over, approximately, to show that this graph it has an approximate figures, because we cannot tell the exact figures by looking at a chart. So this is something that examiners will look at. And remember that accuracy is one of the points that they will score you. So if you cannot tell the exact figures from the chart, keep in mind that using these vocabulary will enhance your mark, because you're not describing anything incorrectly. You're describing based on the figures. Now that we've finished with the first detailed paragraph, we're going to go to the last one. And in the last paragraph, we're going to talk about the genres that were less popular and showed opposite trends. This is how we're going to write it. In the middle range, animated films followed the same pattern, gaining stronger support from women than men. In contrast, sci-fi showed the opposite trend, with over 75% of men selecting it, while female votes were closer to 60%. Lastly, horror was the least favorite genre, especially among women, who scored it below 50%, whereas male preferences were slightly higher, just above the halfway mark. So our second detailed paragraph highlights both moderate preferences and strong contrasts between men and women, all while keeping the structure natural. And we've also used phrases like opposite trends, just above the halfway mark, and least favorite to help our vocabulary stand out. Alright guys, so this is what we've done so far. We wrote the introductions by rewording the task. Our overview showed the overall picture between the shared favorites and the clear differences among the categories preferred by men and women. And the first detailed paragraph gave us a closer look at the most liked genres, while the second detailed paragraph showed us the mid-level and the least liked genres between men and women. So always remember that when approaching the comparative charts, It is always advised to group ideas together instead of listing everything separately. This way, you are able to use smart comparison phrases, which will help to make your essay look more organized, look more professional. And remember that the examiner will score you based on the coherence, task accuracy, and lexical resources, which is the range of vocabulary that you're able to use in your essay. So that's all for this video. That's a wrap for now. I'll see you in the next one.